Hey everyone, Allison Berger here, and I'm in Panama City, Panama. In this video, I'm going to show you all the things I did and what you need to know before your visit. I spent 5 days in Panama City while staying in Casco Viejo. Let's start with the biggest attraction. Here's everything you need to know to prepare for your visit to the Panama Canal. I visited the Miraflores Visitor Center, which is on the Pacific side of the canal. I took an Uber to and from my hotel to the canal, which was pretty cheap, and you get to see the Panama Canal Railroad that still functions to this day on the ride. Before your visit, pay attention to when the ships are passing through because you are going to want your visit to coincide with when the ships are going through the locks. The ships normally go from the Pacific to the Atlantic up until about 9 in the morning, and then there are no more ships during the day until they come from the Atlantic side around 2 p.m. I didn't fully understand this from the website, so when I booked the guided tour at 10 a.m., there weren't any ships for me to see. The guided tour is a bit overpriced, but I'm probably only going to be at the Panama Canal once in my life, so I thought it was worth purchasing. If you book the guided tour online in advance, you only need to purchase one ticket for your entire group. This will be in addition to the regular admission ticket, which will need to be purchased for each person. The guided tour takes you beyond the locked gates and up close to the canal, where you are getting a detailed description of what goes on here, how the canal functions, the history, and all the other insight you would want to know about the canal. This made it completely worth the extra money because at the time of my visit, the exhibit was closed for renovation. So if you only purchase the regular admission ticket, all you're getting is to watch the IMAX film in 3D, which I will say was interesting, and to stand at the observation deck while you wait to watch the ships pass by. There is someone on a microphone sharing information about the canal near the observation deck, but there are so many people and it gets so crowded and hard to hear, it does make it really difficult to learn about what is going on and what you're seeing. This was a really cool thing to witness, learn about the history, and just see the technology in motion. It really is unreal. I obviously did this visit on my own, but there are tour companies like Panama Road Trips that can arrange the visit for you to make sure you see the ships. But just be sure to go with a reputable company like them. I've heard stories of companies that take your money and will bring you when there's no ships passing through, which you don't want to deal with. And today we're going on a day trip to Gatun Lake and the National Park with Panama Road Trips. So this was the other excursion I did during my visit to Panama City, and this is their Rainforest boat tour and jungle walk, which meant they were picking me up at my hotel bright and early at 6 a.m. to head out of the city and into Soberania National Park. Fairly quickly into the ride, we already pulled over to see our first wildlife sighting, a toucan. After our quick 45-minute drive, we arrived at Gatun Lake, and after a quick pit stop, it was time to head to the lake for our boat ride. Gatun Lake is the man-made lake that is a major part of the Panama Canal, so it was really interesting to see the cargo ships pass us as they were heading to the canal, which is just a really rare sighting to see in the middle of the jungle. One of the main reasons I chose to book this tour with Panama Road Trips is because they make an effort to preserve and respect the nature we're seeing during this boat ride, and not all tour companies do this. So there's no feeding of the wildlife on this tour. You're just admiring and learning about all the nature and wildlife that you're passing by. There are 4 species of monkeys that live on the lake, and we were able to see 3 out of the 4. The one I didn't see is nocturnal, so I'd say we did a pretty good job. We also saw bats, so many different birds, iguanas, but I'll say the biggest excitement was definitely seeing the monkeys. You know that I am not a morning person, so I was very grateful that our guide provided us with coffee and snacks during the ride as well. This was a great way to start the morning, and the tour wasn't over yet. This was just the first part. Once we were back on land, we headed to Pipeline Road for our nature walk, which was used during World War II, and that's where we saw a sloth. So we're walking through the rainforest, and it did start to rain, so our walk did get cut short a little bit, but we headed back to our initial pit stop location to have a snack and take in more views of the lake, and we even got to see a few more friends before we headed back to the city. Now let's get back to talking about Casco Viejo, which is where you want to stay during your visit to Panama City, so be sure to look at my hotel tour video that's on my channel too. Museo de la Mola is a free museum that you can visit to learn about Mola. It's the traditional artwork made by indigenous women on the islands of Panama, and you'll learn about how this artwork is made and the women who create these just incredible works of art. I really enjoyed this museum. Panamanian chocolate is definitely a thing, so I visited the Museum of Cacao and Chocolate. They had an audio guide available as you walk through their museum, so you can learn about the artifacts they have there and the importance of blending cacao to make delicious chocolate treats for you. They have different classes that they offer along with the cafe, so you can indulge in their treats right there as well as take home for later. If you've been following my travels for a while, you know I love a free walking tour in a new city. What I experienced in Casco Viejo is that different tours take you to different parts of the neighborhood. I took 2 different tours because I wanted to see and learn about certain buildings and areas that the first tour didn't bring me to. I would recommend booking a free walking tour with Strawberry Tours. I had a wonderful guide and was fortunate enough to see inside a few of the churches and other buildings and get explanations about them while I went to visit. I will forewarn you that if you come across a site called freetour.com, all of their walking tours that they're offering are not exactly free or donation based, so the name of their site is a little misleading, so just be careful what you choose to book. Panama City was the perfect destination for a long weekend. I hope you enjoyed exploring Panama City with me, and this helps plan your trip to Panama City. For all the information about things I did, check out the links below. So until next time, I'm Allison Berger, and don't forget, I'm FunSized.